right, so Brian, I know you're in a rush, so we'll make this quick. Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, Brian, first start with tell me about yourself, your experience in investing in properties and what you do as an investor.
Sure, absolutely. So I've been in the real estate game for about 15 years. I'm an associate broker with a major real estate franchise here in Long Island, New York. I'm actually the number one real estate agent in all of Long Island, New York, and that's for the last almost 5 years. Like, this is my addiction. I'm obsessed with this game, and my family and myself have been purchasing investment, buy and hold real estate for almost 2 decades. Today I own 37 units, which makes up about 19 properties in the hardest, craziest area, Long Island, New York, to be a landlord and a buy and hold real estate investor.
So, tell me a little bit about the real estate investment game, what you do, and what the benefits are for somebody who is an investor to invest in properties and put them into LLCs, limited corporations.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure, and I guess the difference between myself and a lot of investors, and when you think about an investor, you would think about a big, heavy-set male with a cigar that is just trying to pull every penny and dollar off of every tenant, and that's the exact opposite of myself and my family. We treat our tenants as they're a part of our families, right? So what I've been doing is we have been purchasing multifamily property for almost 2 decades in Long Island, New York. We usually buy distressed, ugly, broken houses, and we fix them up, we clean them up, we make them the nicest property on the block, and then we treat our tenants like they are gold, and we try to keep tenants in the properties for a long period of time. We try to basically give them the nicest living environment possible. Obviously, selfishly for my family and myself, we're building, generational wealth with the real estate portfolio that we purchase and manage. But even as a buy and hold real estate investor who is proud of his properties and shaking hands with all the tenants and the neighbors, and everyone knows who I am, right? Because with my real estate business being so large, I am the mayor in my neighborhoods. We still put every property in an LLC, which is a limited liability company. And then from there, those LLCs are basically owned and managed by another one of my companies, which would be my management company. And the reason we do that is just because New York is a very, very litigious state. So God forbid there was an issue or a problem at one of the properties, we wouldn't want somebody who was trying to shake us down to pierce the veil and go after some of our other assets. Does that make sense, Kev?
Yep. And I would say that is sort of the formula for anybody who invests in property, to put their properties into an LLC if they are an investor, right?
That is correct. Yeah, you would be foolish not to. The only time people don't do it is a lot of times when they go for financing, they may go for financing in their personal name because they're able to get a lower interest rate, and then the bank doesn't like giving financing to LLCs, right? They like people to personally guarantee it. So sometimes people won't put it in an LLC because they're going for cheaper financing, because there's something in a mortgage doc called a due on sale clause. So as soon as you transfer it out of your name into an entity, the bank can call the note.
So, but if you had a portfolio that had multiple LLCs and you could show that to a bank, you could purchase the house and
Absolutely.
put it into an LLC, most likely.
Absolutely. 100%.
Now, if somebody did own an LLC portfolio with multiple properties, what would be a benefit to transfer that LLC into a trust?
Yeah, the really only reason to put things in trust would be to estate plan, right? And the reason you do that in the United States is you're trying to not have to have the will probated, right? So, and don't quote me, right? I'm the real estate guru, but I'm not the tax person. But I believe estates that are over a certain amount have to be probated, even if there is a will. So a lot of people transfer all their real estate into a trust to have to skip probate and not have to go through that, because it's very time consuming and costly.
And is there tax benefits as well?
Yeah, tremendous, because the real estate could pass. Absolutely, the real estate can pass to the next group or organization or family without paying a lot of tax on it. And of course, always speak to a tax person. But yes.
Okay. It's common practice to buy properties, put them into an LLC to protect their assets. If you are a real estate investor,
100%, totally common practice. You'd be foolish not to.
okay, all right. I think that's it. That's all I needed, buddy.
Look at that, killed it in less than 6 minutes.
All right, man. I know you're busy. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.